Hello friends, welcome back to the Saving Made Simple channel. My name is Bella and today I'm going to be doing a cash stuffing video with you all. I will be doing a cash stuffing and then I will be playing some large savings challenges. Little update, if you guys saw my video yesterday, I am off work for the next 2 days, so Thursday and Friday, because I went to see my doctor and she said that I have something viral and she doesn't want me to be around people. So with that being said, I have now got, this will be 3 days this week that I will be missing. So my next pay is going to be less than great. However, we're here, we're going to deal with what we've got. My voice is feeling better. I'm still coughing a lot. So if you see any random jumps, just know I've cut out probably a coughing attack. Okay, so we're going to jump into this. We'll start with a cash count. I should have $1,095. So we have 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 20, 40, 60, 88, 20, 40, 60, 80, 99, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 75, 85, 95, 1,000. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, and 95. So we have $1,095. And we are going to start by stuffing this money into its respective envelopes. I did go through my savings challenge binder today, and I did do a little bit of shuffling, a little bit of changing, not a whole lot though. So we'll look at that in a minute. So for starters, we are going to go into this one, and we are going to start with groceries, which I'm only stuffing 150. So we got 50, 1, 20, 40, 5, and 50, 45, and 50. This would have probably changed had I found out that I wasn't going to be off for the past couple days, because I've got stuff now from this week left over for next week. And anyway, okay, then for gas, I'm doing 150. We've got 50, 1, and 50. We have a hockey tournament next weekend, and oh my gosh, I'm hoping everyone in this house is feeling better by then. So we found out, so we booked the hotel in advance, and we found, because we were told it was a 3-day tournament. So we just recently got the schedule after everyone booked the hotel in advance. And it turns out that our first 2 games are on the Friday. And then if we make it to the semifinals, there's a game on Saturday. And if we make it to the finals, there's a game on Sunday. So a lot of people, because we've only won 1 out of our 6 games so far. So a lot of people are canceling their hotel reservations for Saturday to Sunday. I'm considering doing the same. I haven't really fully decided. I don't know. I don't want to give up faith on them. What happens if everyone cancels their hotel and then we actually make it to the finals? You know, weirder things have happened. So I'm going to keep my reservation. I thought if nothing else, then Colby and I can go do something fun. Maybe start some Christmas shopping. I don't know. Well, I've already started my Christmas shopping. But anyway. Okay, so for dine out, I've budgeted 150. So we've got 51, 20, 40, and 50. I did get some 10s. I got to the bank. So, yeah. Just so you know, it's Thursday morning. We haven't actually done the paper route yet. I just went to the bank on my way back from dropping my son off at school, because I'm sick and I'm not allowed to go to work. Pets, I'm doing 30. Kiddo, I'm doing 20. There's still money in here from last time. He doesn't need to know that. Personal, I did actually tell him that if he got 100% on his spelling test today, that I would give him $5. So, personal's getting a 20. And fun is getting 200. So we got 50, 1, 50, 70, 80, 90. I'm going to do 2 5s because why not? In case we end up at like an arcade or something, if I only have a $20 bill to break, God knows he's going to make me use the whole 20. It's not going to be just break the 20. It's going to be, why don't you just use the 20? All right. Was that it for, I think that was it for those, but I do have some money to put into Christmas. So I'm doing 50, 150, 200 for Christmas. I still have, so I took $300 with me to go Christmas shopping and birthday shopping for my sister. I spent 240 of it. So I do still have some of the money in my wallet. But in my gifts envelope, I have 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60. So yeah, that definitely puts me at over $1,000 for Christmas shopping if I use it all. I think that this year I really want to focus more on like experiences for people rather than material goods, because I mean, when it comes to like my son, for example, he's not really into anything other than like money, video games, and like, that's actually about it. Like, he doesn't really, if he gets like a new toy or something, he plays with it for like maybe a day and then it's just ignored. So basically right now, if I want to get him away from the video games, I've actually got to take him somewhere. So I don't know, maybe I'll look into getting some gift cards or something to go to the movies or something like that. Something that'll get him out of the house. But I also want to take him to a couple hockey games this year. So maybe I'll get him some hockey tickets for Christmas, that kind of thing. Because yeah, otherwise it's a waste of money. He doesn't use anything. He doesn't play with anything. The only time he plays with toys is when my niece is here. All right. Sorry, I'm sick. All right. So for large savings challenges, we are doing 100. We've got 20, 40, 50, 5, 65, 75, 85, 95, 100. All right, so there's 100 for large challenges. Then for mini challenges, we've got 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. I'm missing $5. Hold on a second. 20, 40, 65, 75, 85, 95, 100, and 510. Hold on. 20, 40, 50, 5, 60, 5, 70, 5, 80, 5, 90, 5, 100. Okay, there's my 100. That was right. For large challenges. Mini challenges is supposed to have 75. We've got 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. Interesting.
45 and 50.
I do have a $5 bill. So I'm going to, I don't know where that extra money went. I have no idea, but either way, it's at 75 now. All right, so we are going to play some large savings challenges. I'm going to go over really quick. Actually, I should have grabbed my wallet while I was out there. I'm going to go over really quick the changes that I made. So the first challenge we've got, so I took out the Christmas challenge. We're going to start with save the date, which is going to be going toward paying for a month ahead on my car. A month ahead on my car is technically $470, but you know, if I can get 500 bucks saved up, pay off 500 bucks. Anyway, time is money is going toward vacay. So I did book off my first week of holidays. So it will be during March of 2026. And that is when March break is. So my son will be off school as well. And it would be really fun to go do something. Usually in March, there's still snow on the ground, but it'll be really fun to go and do something. So I don't know. We'll see. All right. Next, we're going to do Shut the Box. That's right. I brought it back. I'm super excited about it. So this will be going towards emergency so I can play it over and over and over again. And I'm thinking at this point that what I have, because my credit card is at 65% paid off. So I have what, 35% that I've used. So I'm still trying to pay off that last 35%. So I might even just use my emergency funds so far to pay off my credit card so that I can go into the new year with no debt, which would be wonderful. I'm positive that I want to save money. I'm so excited, which is going toward credit card. As long as it's needed. Once I get income tax money, I will pay off my credit card, and then this will all change again. But for now, I'm super excited. And once my credit card is paid off and I no longer need this money for credit card, I might put it aside because it'll be $300 that I can keep. I might put it aside and use it as I use my credit card, or I might put this $300 towards my son's summer camp that he will be going to this summer. Then we've got the Spicier Sweet Challenge, which will be going toward my mechanic fund. We brought back Best Savings Challenge for Saveopoly. Sorry, I read this instead of this. This one here is one that I made. It's got a bunch of different creators. A lot of them, I don't even know if they're still creators. There's a couple on here that I'm not sure are still active, but we're still going to use it because I still love everyone that's on here. So this one here is by Designs by April Fields. This one is going to be going towards my son's camp. I'm trying to save up $500 with it, and I'm going to see in a second because I do have some magnets that I'm going to use as my little play pieces, and I'll just pull them along. And I'm probably going to do the same with Saveopoly so that I don't have to keep marking them off and having to clean them off just for the games like this. And this one's going to be going toward camp. I can't remember if I said that or not. Dots and boxes is going to be going toward credit card or emergency fund, whichever one is more needed. Hockey. So I'm going to play this one today, and then I'm going to restart it because we do have my son's hockey tournament, the overnight tournament next upcoming weekend. So on the 28th to the 30th, we will be in Barrie area. And, you know, that's going to be a hotel stay, so I'm going to take this money out, send it to my credit card so I can use it toward the hotel. My son's dad, and this isn't really any of my business, but my son's dad and his dad's girlfriend both lost their jobs in the past couple weeks. So I did actually reach out to him and offer to cover his hotel room because he was really emotional when he told me he wouldn't be able to go, and you know, at the end of the day, we're both his parents, so I really wanted to, you know, give him the opportunity to be there if it was just money getting in the way. That's why I'm really pushing toward paying off my credit card, because if he decides he wants to go, that's going to be a second room on my credit card this weekend. So, and I've already, like, we've talked about it, and if he does decide to do that, he'll pay me back when he can afford to. But at the end of the day, it's about my son, not about his dad and me. So then I'm going to finish up this hit or miss challenge. And that's going to be going toward my month ahead car fund. And then I think that's the last challenge I'm going to be doing in here. So there is a lot of challenges again. I'm going to be jumping around a little bit today. I need to go grab my wallet from the nickel nest egg. Just give me 1 sec. Sorry, I'm still so unprepared, like, all the time. I need to get myself a new wallet because my son has been picking the stuff off, like, every time he's in the car with me. Because a lot of the times I give him a hard time about how he's always on his devices. So he decides, I'm going to leave my device at home, which is great. Except for then he starts picking my wallet apart. So he's picked most of the stuff off this. He's picked most of the stuff off around here. And that's the ADHD. He has a hard time sitting still. So, yeah, I need to get myself a new wallet. That might be my Christmas gift to myself. I don't know. All right. So nickel nest egg. Gotta pull all of these out. There's another. And I'm gonna grab a quarter for my cart for my groceries this weekend. All right, so we've got 2, 4, 5, 6, 25, 50, 75, 85, 95. So 5, 6, 95. $6.95. Grab my marker. $6.95. As you can see, I did condense all of them down to the bottom rows again. All right, so we're gonna throw the small change. For anyone who doesn't know, Designs by April Fields, I used to love that she used to call the small change shrapnel. So like bomb fragments. I used to love that. Anyway, I miss her. I don't know where she's gone. Everyone's kind of looking for her. All right, then we've got $5 for the big one. Awesome. All right, so nickel nest egg is donezo. And just because I did say I had Christmas money in here, I'll tell you guys how much I have in here right now. I got $90. $90 left in my Christmas fund currently that's in my wallet, and I don't think I have anything. Oh, and from Dine Out, I still have a $5 bill because I never went through this, and so now I am. Anyway, all right, so nickel nest egg is done. We are going to start with save the date. We're going to be doing, so today is the 20th of the 11th month, 2025. So 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we're gonna be doing $13 today. So we need this here. Save the date. I do have an envelope in here with change. I just need to find it. There is one in here. I know there is. That one. So there's $5. So I'll put $5 in here. And you know what? I've actually got a 20. So I'm going to put those in there and take this out. Put that back in here. Let me see if I can do the same with hit or miss, because I see it's got a lot of cash too. There's $20. Put that in there. All right. These are the only two challenges that have money in them right now because I emptied everything else. Okay, so for save the date, I need $13. I'm gonna put that away or else I'm gonna try to use it. So save the date gets 13. There we go. All right, next challenge. We've got time is money, and of course I do not have, but I can tell you that I just dropped my son off at school, so I'm gonna assume it's like 9:30. So we're gonna go for 0930, which is $12. This is going toward the vacay that we're all hoping we all get. I don't know, next week there's apparently a big announcement coming. We're supposed to be finding out if we get raises or anything. And speaking of raises, for anyone asking about if I got the promotion, I did not. They decided to go with someone who was already at that level so that they wouldn't have to increase wages for people and so they wouldn't have to train as long. So, which is fine. That's okay. Everything happens for a reason, so I'm not like that upset about it. All right, so the way that we play Shut the Box, for anyone who's new, we're going to roll 2 dice and we are going to color in up to 2 numbers that equal what the dice equals. So for example, if I roll 6, I'm going to be coloring in either 6, 5 and 1, 4 and 2, and I'm going to keep going until I've colored in all the numbers in the row or shut the box, or until I can't color anymore and I'm going to save the numbers that are left. All right, so we've got a 9. That's a great start. And if I shut the box, I will do, I don't know, tell me what I should do if I shut the box. I highly doubt I'll shut the box this round. So if I shut the box, how much should I reward myself with? That's a 5. That's a 10, so I'll do a 7 and a 3. So I either need a 10, 11, a 6, a 5, yeah, I don't know. That's a 3. I'm done. So that's $11 that I'm going to be saving, which works out because I have a loonie. So Shut the Box is getting $11. I am now officially out of change. RJ is cringing. All right, positive savings. This one's easy. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I am going to pick, I'm gonna do a 10. So I'm just going to color in the 10. I'm not going to be too picky about how it's colored because the more I color it, the harder it is to clean off. Okay, so this was going toward credit card when it's done. It should be $300 when it's complete. All right. Spicy or sweet, what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll a dice, whichever I roll. If I roll a, sorry, I didn't even realize it wasn't filled out. So if I roll an odd number, which is the hot pepper, I'm going to pay myself $5. And if I roll an even number, I'm going to pay myself $10. Sorry, I'm writing sideways. So, all right, I'm going to roll. We got an even number. I am doing $10. 5 and 10. This might get kind of complicated because I have a lot of challenges in here right now. All right, so next we are doing Saveopoly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 magnets. Maybe that won't work. Oh, there we go. I'm going to take 2 magnets and use those as my play piece. So I'm going to roll a dice. I rolled a 5, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is $5. And that is for a like. So if you are watching, please give the video a like in support of Saveopoly. All right, next we're playing at Crazy Eights, which is, again, I'm going to be playing with some magnets, which works perfectly, they're the perfect size. So I'm going to roll the dice, and there's 2 ways to play. So I can, first of all, this is by Designs by April Fields. I can either use the icons as the different ways to save, or I can give each icon a value of my choice, and I can keep going until I reach my goal. So what I'm going to do is I will make these $20 each, but they're all going to be going toward kiddo camp. So let's do that. So 6, we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I lost my other piece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So $4. All right. I only have a 5. I don't have any loonies. So, that's fine. We're just going to put a $5 bill in there. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. I don't have an envelope for this anyway. I'll come back to this game. We're going to skip this game today. We're going to skip this game today. We're going to come back to it because I don't have an envelope for it right now. Dots and boxes. Better. Okay, so I'm going to roll. I'll read it off the thing. So I'm going to roll a dice to decide how many lines I get to draw. If I roll a 6, for example, I'm going to connect 6 dots / draw 6 lines. When I make a box, I'm going to save the last rolled number, and to track my progress, I'm going to write the numbers inside the box. All right, so I'm rolling a 3 and a 3. So we're going to do $6 a box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As you can see, I'm not saving any money today because I don't have any loonies or toonies. Again, RJ is waking. He always used to tell me to make sure I had extra money or extra change. And because I emptied everything, I don't have that right now. All right, now we're going to play Lucky Draw. And no matter how much I have in here at the end of this game, I will be unstuffing this challenge and reallocating the money to something else. So I'm going to keep going until I have a number divisible by 5. Okay, so we've got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 26, 27, 37, hold on a second, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So, let's see, can I make any of these? Let's play with this for a second. We're going to do 25. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. I'll put the other ones away. All right, we're gonna do 25 because it's divisible by 5. So that was a lot of spades. I did shuffle this deck. In fact, I've played with this deck. This is my second time playing with this deck. So we've got 1, 4, 10, king. Okay, so we're gonna do 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So then I have 15 left for my hit or miss. But this one here is going to be unstuffed with what's in here now. So we are ending hit or miss today for hockey. We're probably gonna make this into camp after this. So at 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 65, 75, 85, 185, which is almost the price of my hotel room for one night. So that's gonna go back to the bank. 185, and this is gonna be cleaned off, and I'm going to restart it and reallocate it elsewhere. All right, let's go to hit or miss. All right, let's also find the front of the deck. And I'm going to do a shuffle. Whoop. I'm a terrible shuffler. One more round. Man almighty. Like I said, I'm a terrible shuffler. You should see me when I shuffle Uno. All right. One more time because now I've seen what the top number is. All right, so then we're going to put the jokers at the bottom. So you can see the jokers are at the bottom. And where'd I put the box? We're gonna put these away so I can restart that next pay. If I have, I don't even know if I'll have money to do any saving challenges next pay, just so y'all know. All right, so I need my scratching device wherever that is. Okay, so I've got $15, so I am going to scratch 2 or 3 challenges, depending on if I've seen them or not. So let's start with this one. Breakfast Club. I've seen that all of one time. It was on TV. It was right after Pitch Perfect came out because, you know, they talk so much about Breakfast Club. I was like, I need to see what the big deal with this movie is. And did I like it? Yes. Was it outdated? Kind of. But, you know, it was fine. I liked it. $5 for hit or miss. All right, let's see. The next one either has to be one I haven't seen or one I have. Well, it's 50-50 chance, I guess. So, sorry, I'm sick. Let's go here. E.T. Oh, yeah. Love that movie. My mom said that when she was a kid, she went, not a kid, but when she was dating my dad, they went to see E.T. and people actually threw tomatoes at the screen. And I can't believe that somebody actually sat with a tomato in their pocket just wondering if it was going to be a bad movie. Anyway, I've seen it. I like it. I've actually watched it more or less recently, like in the last year. And let's do this one. No. Yeah, we'll do this one. Die Hard. Good thing I have another $5 bill in my pocket because I haven't seen Die Hard. Hold on a sec. Otherwise, I'm going to be in debt. So, where was that 5? It was in Dine Out. Yeah. All right. So, $10 for that. I have not seen Die Hard. Don't know why. I just haven't. All right. So, hit or miss is currently the only challenge with previous monies in it. And it's got 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 45, 55, 60. $160 in there. That money is going to be going toward paying $500 toward my car. When this is done, we will put that in there. All right, so that's it for my large savings challenges today. Next, if you join me on Monday, I will be doing my Monday minis. But I do believe that between now and then, my son will be filming his, I think, 4th video. I haven't even uploaded his 3rd one yet. So probably tomorrow, I'm going to be putting up my son's cash stuffing video from like 2 months ago. And then he wants to film a new one, which will probably be coming early next week. Sorry, I'm going to start my outro over because I coughed. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys on Monday. Take care. Bye.